Farts and superheroes might be Brianna's life, but our life is talking about these OC ladies. Tune in right now for the AfterBuzz after show of The Real Housewives of Orange County.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
We're back.
We're here. With this magical OC music.
Yes.
Hello, friends. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV. We are gathered here tonight to ring in the premiere of season 12 of The Real Housewives of Orange County. There's some shakeups going on this season with the cast, and we got some shakeups with our panel here.
Yeah,
we've got a brand new host on our panel, and as you might expect, our usual fabulous host Grant Rutter is out of town tonight, but he will be back next week and here every episode here on out, ringing in the whole season of Housewives with us of Orange County. We're so excited to be here. In the meantime, you have me in the hot seat, your OG OC girl, Blake V. You can find me on all social media at Blake V Media, and my fabulous panel. Who are you?
Hey guys, I'm back. It's Thomas Orlina here. A lot has changed. I actually debuted my reality show. It's really exciting. I've worked really hard. It's called Your Time with Thomas. It's on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe. Episode 1 is out, and I have a new video coming out this Friday. Your Time with Thomas online.
Awesome. Hey, AfterBuzzers, I'm the new kid on the block. I'm Lien Castillo. You can find me on all social media platforms at Hollywood Lien.
Yes,
Pretty easy.
welcome.
I love it. Yes, welcome, Liam. We're
you,
so
guys.
excited to kick this off. This is going to be an excellent season as always. OC like really never disappoints.
Yeah,
Ever.
Right?
Can we have one season where Vicki and Tamra are like friends from the beginning?
I know. How weird is this? They're off.
Yeah.
Everyone, they
progression.
are off.
It is. And then there's a huge downfall, like at some point where it's just at the point of no return.
Right? It's like so up and down with them. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe they'll have a reconciliation during this season. I mean, they're kind of off and on, so maybe.
Yeah.
I just want them to whoop it up.
Right?
Whoop it up.
That's all we really want to see.
Let's
Vicki
get to the point
just-
where they whoop it up already.
Yes,
know.
I agree. So, so this season is kind of, it's picking up a little bit where we left off last season in terms of, Vicki and Tamra and the whole debacle of Ireland. But we've got some new stuff too. We've got a new person who we have not seen yet, Peggy.
Mysterious.
We still
Which-
didn't see her.
No, which was strange. What did you guys think about them not introducing her on the first season?
I mean, they always
the first
kind of do
episode.
that, right? Don't they always kind of like wait an episode or two?
I feel like it was kind of intentional. Everything nowadays doesn't surprise me, so I feel like if she had her intro, she had the orange, it's like, oh wait, we didn't hear from her. I'm already vibing with her because I'm loving, like, I love cars, so I think like she's gonna bring something fun to it. She seems like she has a really good marriage, so I'm curious to see what Peggy's about. So I think that's
Yeah.
what they did, is to draw people and to be like, who is that girl?
Well, I mean, I think it's interesting because I really don't know that much about her.
I don't know anything about her.
Exactly. And so I feel like I wanted to see that tonight. Before we dive into what we did see.
Exactly.
I wanted to see some Peggy, but we didn't see her. So we'll have to see. She's very extra. She's very fancy.
Yes.
We got her talking about diamonds and, it's
Cars.
great to live her life. And so.
Her garage with all those cars, man.
No, she's going to be a very interesting addition, I'm sure.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Excellent. Okay, well, jumping into what we did see, we kind of, we were introduced in the beginning of the episode to Tamra.
It's good to see Tamra.
I know.
Isn't it good to see
Yes.
Tamra?
Totally.
It is. And I feel like I was riding high with her last season off her, like, fitness bikini competition.
She looked good.
She looked good. She was positive. Like, things were going good. I was with her. And we see nothing has changed. She's still fit. She's working out with Eddie. She is very much into Jesus. She gets invited to Lydia's
Who's back?
Bible
How
study.
fitting for her
Who's
to be back for like just the whole prayer and the whole Bible stuff. Like they weren't gonna bring back Alexis, so they had to bring back like somebody to mix in with what Tamra's doing right now.
Right. And
Gotta throw a little Jesus in the mix.
absolutely. And what a team. What a power team, right?
Yeah,
whole
it's like a
study
new little
and
group. It's
is.
interesting.
I love a good Bible study party. I don't know about you guys.
Yes.
right?
We're going over to your place next week.
Come
Yeah,
over.
let's do it.
Bible
Thank
study
you.
every Friday night with wine.
Yes, I love it. It's true. They're forming like a whole new little group here. It's the new Lydia Tamra Bible study crew. It's very interesting seeing Tamra
I don't know if I
make
would
this.
hang out with that crew.
I know. I'm not sure the party level that they're going to bring, but hey, you never know. I feel like it's interesting now having this whole shift to religion in the Housewives, you know?
Yeah.
We're so used to these women not really showing that side of their lives from city to city, too. Like,
Yeah,
it's not just OC.
Little
So,
snippets here and there, but not as deep as we've gone into the
we're
Orange
deep.
County
Favorite
franchise.
parts.
we're in deep.
Phaedra.
Okay, well.
Even Heather last year when they went to Temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still like
Surface.
not still surface. Exactly. Still surface. So yeah, I mean, so this is like definitely her lifestyle. We're going in deep. We're seeing it.
She has a beautiful family.
She does.
Lydia.
She does.
I think watching her kids and her husband and seeing like their power team, and like this season she has a new addition to her family. I think that's gonna draw people in, but also maybe irritate people
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah, because you brought this up while we were watching. Lydia really isn't afraid to get involved.
She's not afraid to get
Yeah.
involved,
Yep.
and I think at first I was like, why are they bringing her back? And I didn't really like gravitate towards her when she was on the show, but now I'm seeing, okay, Heather's not here anymore.
Yeah.
And so we need somebody to meddle in a little bit, and Heather was more like not wanting to participate in the debauchery and just have like this clean image that this girl's really like ready to go there.
Can I just say, I'm pissed that we still are not going to ever see Heather's house.
I know.
She's not on the show this season. We're not going to see her. I want to see that house.
She
I
got
want to see that
lunch.
house.
She's leaving us hanging. It's
She
not
really
cool.
is.
Not cool, Heather. Maybe she'll do like a special.
Even
on
Tamra
Bravo.
says she hadn't seen it. She's only seen it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Or she needs like a Bravo special when Sheree Whitfield like had a little welcome to my house. Like she
Right,
needs one of
yes,
those.
yes.
I just need
I
2
love
minutes
it.
of your house, Heather,
Yes.
and then I'm good.
We need to
Yes.
see this.
Yeah.
Even if it's just super brief, I just want a
I just
tour.
want to see the tree.
the stained
Right?
glass tree. Yeah. I
Yes.
think
That's all I wanna see.
I think we all want to see that, Thomas. I think we've been waiting for many years to see that tree. So Lydia, I want to talk about her just for a second because she was brought back. I know that so many women are clamoring to get into these housewife franchises. I guarantee there was some other hopeful in Orange County that wanted to be brought on this season. I felt the same way as you. When Lydia was on, she just seems very neutral to me. I mean, she's fine, but she doesn't add a lot for me.
She's a mediator.
She's definitely a mediator.
You know?
Yeah.
I think her mom is very interesting.
Her mom is interesting. I would hang out with her mom.
I would too. So I feel like it was an interesting decision, but we do have a lot of strong personalities this season. And with Peggy, I mean, we don't know her yet, but from the snippets we've seen, I'm sure she's going to be a really strong personality too.
From what we saw already for a preview for next week, when we see Shannon kind of crumble apart with like, you know, sweet Lydia and like Shannon run away, I feel like Lydia is true what she's saying.
Shannon.
She has changed and she's grown a thicker skin because she was a little bit of a pushover
Yeah.
kind of in the previous season. So this is her time to be like, I'm Lydia, I'm not going to take anything from anyone. And for Shannon to walk away, opposed from like Lydia, is like new.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Lydia. Like, I'm excited for her to kind of show a different side of herself. You know what I mean?
Like a second chance.
Yeah.
I like it.
Bring in something different.
That's right. Okay, I'm in.
Yes.
I'm in now for the second chance.
Okay, I'll talk to you next week.
Yes. Okay. Good. We'll see if I'm still in. So, sort of going back to Tamra and Lydia, kind of bridging this gap with Tamra now because Tamra's really not on good terms with all the ladies at this point. Tamra in the Bible study starts to break down, and we get a glimpse back into her relationship with her daughter,
Oh, Sydney.
which we know Sydney doesn't want to be spoken about.
3 years.
I
3 years in the
know.
drama, and they just graduated to texting.
Yeah.
It's super sad.
It's very sad. It's very sad. And then, she's obviously very emotional about it. It's a very difficult thing that she's going through. She's been talking about it for many years. And not only that, but she's been dealing with the new rumor that Eddie's gay. And this has been going on
this rumor's
since last
stupid.
season for sure. What do we think about this?
I mean, we've known Eddie. We've been watching him. Obviously, last year at the reunion, Vicki brought this up, and she was like, well, I don't know. I mean, how would I know? I'm like, yeah, you would actually know because you've been friends with him.
Yeah.
You've been friends with Tamra.
Since the beginning.
You know he's not gay. I mean, we all wish he was. I mean, I wish he was gay, but he's
Right?
not gay. If you are, though, Eddie, call me. But I know he's not. So
Get
we
his
should
Twitter
all just
handle.
move on.
Right.
Poor
Yeah.
Eddie.
I know, right? And the thing that kills me is we hear about stuff all the time. As
Yeah.
fans, it trickles through the
Absolutely.
internet. Any little rumor or any one little thing that goes awry with any of these people, it gets outed. I mean, look at David, look at Brooks. Like
Yeah.
these things that have come out, we hear about it. But we haven't heard a
Absolutely.
single thing about Eddie. So this whole rumor thing is so baseless as far as I'm concerned. It's
I mean,
just
City
like,
of Hope
though.
released a statement last year about Brooks. I mean, that's
Right.
major.
that is
Yeah.
That is super major.
This is going to create some storyline that's going to carry on for about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes, and maybe the reunion.
I hope it
don't
dies
know.
soon.
But it's one of those things where Vicki kind of let it out there in the reunion last year, and people pick up on these things. Like we did Beverly Hills, and it was Pantygate with Erica Jane, and it's like they have like these topics that they have that like run forever, and sometimes it's like you just have to not let it bother you.
Right. Yeah, and we saw how Vicki was sort of attacked for her relationship with Brooks, and she holds that against everybody. She still loves Brooks. She still holds.
What was that about? She mentioned, I miss Brooks. Like you're in the scene with Steve, and you're talking about how you miss Brooks. Like that was
she
a
didn't
little.
say it to his face. So.
Oh, Vicki.
I can kind of connect with her a little bit, because even if I go through a bad relationship, I feel like I'm always gonna care and love that person because they were part of your storyline.
Yes, you loved him at some point, and I don't care if you're in love with a serial killer. Love is love.
Right.
So I get her on that level at least.
But you're on a show though, like move on. I wouldn't want to be saying that person's name over and over again and giving them that pleasure.
Isn't that interesting? You bring up a very interesting point. To me, that's how I feel. I'm like, you're portraying yourself on this show to the public, to the world, yet they keep saying things over and over again, showing certain things of their lives where I'm like, I would want to keep that far away from the cameras. But then again, maybe that's why I'm not a housewife yet.
Yes.
Okay, so we see our introduction to Shannon this episode. We know how I feel about Shannon.
But you don't know how I feel about Shannon.
Let's find out.
Oh, Shannon. I've had a difficult journey with Shannon. Sometimes I can really empathize with her, and especially with the marriage thing, like there's stuff that I can relate to, and I like Shannon, but then there's this other side where I'm just like, stop playing the victim. And I don't know. What do you guys think? It's a little far-fetched sometimes.
How do I feel about Shannon? I feel very sad for where she's at right now in her life, because I feel like her marriage got pretty much exposed, and she couldn't handle it, and she didn't know how to handle it, and I didn't think that was going to happen to her, but it's unfortunate that she had gained the weight that she did, and she's not happy with her body. And as we know, watching the show, she was very thin and very much into just taking care of herself. It's very sad. Yeah.
But we've all been there. We've all been through the weight gain. We should go to Cut Fitness together. Let's go work out.
We're going after this, actually.
Rekindle that friendship with Tamra.
But I'll see, because every season I feel like I get a different Shannon. I already feel like the next episode we get another Shannon, so I'm gonna wait to give my opinion on what I think of her. But she doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I know she bothers you though.
Well, on the other hand, I feel like this. I feel like she's fantastic for the show, because she just keeps giving us and giving us and giving us just all kinds of stuff to talk about, which I'm happy about that from a viewer standpoint. But yes, it's more and more of the victim. I do feel bad for her going through what she's going through, but at what point do you call it quits, Shannon? I mean, it's like she's a glutton for punishment, and she wants to constantly keep talking about how bad her situation is, and she's got this problem now, and she was the health queen. Wasn't she the health queen?
Even last season, I don't remember who said it, but someone said, I don't think Shannon is ever going to let go of this affair.
No.
And
Which I don't blame her. I couldn't either. That's why I couldn't stay with someone who did that. Yeah. But she continues to do it and beat herself over the head with the trauma of it, and now her weight is a problem and her health is a problem.
And blaming Vicki for the weight gain. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the stress. Trust me, I understand the stress of it. But blaming Vicki for the whole thing, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, you have trouble in your marriage. It's
even though she even said that was really mind-blowing, I'm like, I could never blame somebody, especially like on that level, for my weight gain. Right. This is what you were doing to yourself, and I don't want to be not sympathetic to people out there that go through things like this. I understand that it's difficult, but I'm hoping at some point she gets a trainer and we get to see this resurgence of her, kind of like how people that are in the spotlight that come back and make their comebacks. It's going to be interesting for the rest of the season if she gets her body back, if we see progress, because everybody wants a success story when they're down.
True.
It's like Britney.
We're all rooting for her. Even the kids are rooting for her. They're like, you should get a Khloe Kardashian trainer, Mom. Mm-hmm. She's like, I'm not getting a Kardashian trainer.
Yeah. Well, and it's yet another glimpse of how her kids are so fully involved in her life.
They really are.
Even the stuff maybe you wouldn't want them to be involved in. You know, I don't know.
Can their girl group take off so it could give me
Right?
life? Yeah.
For real.
I need like...
They're so grown up now.
They are. They are, and they're beautiful. She has beautiful
They really
daughters.
are.
They're beautiful daughters. And I did love that moment where they went shopping for dresses.
That was
and
cute.
Yeah, and it was Tamra and her daughter, I think Sophia. I think it was her daughter Sophia. And then Shannon and her daughters. And like, that was adorable. I liked that. That was a good way to end kind of the introduction of the ladies and Shannon. And
I'm glad they got a dog. I'm glad Shannon's family got a dog.
Archie! He
I'm
was
a dog
cute.
person.
Yes. Yes.
Cute
the
dog.
dogs bring everyone together.
It's true.
That's what I always say. Okay, so Vicki, the OG of the OC. Let's jump onto her
She's
for a little
back.
bit here. She is back. She's bigger than ever, quite literally, with her Kodo
Iconic.
insurance.
I know.
It has grown. She has outgrown her house. She's outgrown building number one. And now she's moving. It's amazing.
Yeah.
She wants to leave a legacy for her kids.
And man, she is.
It's
she
so
really
great.
is.
I love watching all the flashbacks because you really see all the things that she's been able to
Absolutely.
accomplish. And even like we've been following the show from the beginning, seeing where she's been through like her relationships and seeing the timeline. I'm so happy for you, Vicki, that you found this guy Steve, and he seems like a really great guy for her. Like what Brianna says, like they balance each other out, and I feel like those are the best relationships.
He doesn't hit on Brianna, which is fantastic.
He doesn't do that.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Praise.
I felt so bad for his shirt though. I'm sure that was like a shirt that he had like
Oh my God.
his like camera day.
Crisp
Yeah.
white shirt, ketchup all over it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy Vicky's back. She's iconic. I mean, she started this huge franchise.
She did.
If it wasn't for Vicky, we wouldn't be here.
It's true.
Thank you, Vicky. Thank you.
Oh,
We love you here, Vicki.
I'm sure that's
Come
music
join
to
us
our ears.
actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Vicki follows me on Twitter.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm super jealous. Vicky.
Oh my gosh. Spread the love, Vicki.
I love Vicky. She's iconic.
She is.
I mean,
She really
I still keep like saying the line from last year, like I'm being nailed to the cross like Jesus.
Jesus was.
Iconic.
I know.
I mean, how could you?
And only she could say that, right?
Yeah.
compare
Like,
yourself
who-
to Jesus.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's amazing, Vicki.
Oh,
Life.
love
Hearts
Vicky.
to you. Hearts to
Iconic.
you. So I loved how we were first introduced to her talking with Kelly, which first of all, her and Kelly are still besties, which I'm a little shook by because Vicki was not nice to Kelly at the end of last season. Kelly was like grasping for a friend, and
They
were
need
all
each
just
other
like,
at this point. They need
guess
each
so.
other at
Yeah,
this
yeah,
point.
yeah.
We were saying that last season a lot that, you know, and we're not at Kelly yet, but I just feel like with what Kelly's been able to accomplish in such a short period of time, like you go girl, like you need to write a book on how to like be
Get
a
in
new
that
cast
crowd.
member and
Yeah.
get in real
Yeah.
quick because
She
these
knew who
girls
to-
come in and out. You
so
know?
true. And she knew who
I think
to
Kelly's
get
going to be in
with.
for a while. I don't think she's going anywhere.
I like her.
She's fun.
She's fun, and she keeps giving us
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
You know, you never know what's going to come out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Love it.
You love a loose cannon on one of these shows.
And they're the popular girls, according to Vicki.
right?
And Vicki can
Oh
say
my
that.
God, how great was that?
Talk about,
and
talk
this
about the
is
new
Vicki's
favorite
show.
line.
I love
yeah.
it.
That should have been her tagline at
It should have been
the
the tagline.
beginning with the orange.
Yeah.
Speaking of the taglines, Tamra's was my favorite. I love
It
how
was
she was
good.
like pint size and baptized. You go with your Jesus juice, Tamra.
You know, excellent. Excellent. She might be the new Jesus Judge.
She's in the middle of the promo. Like, she's the one that's in the middle of the season. So maybe she has a
Yes.
lot going on that we haven't seen. Because I feel like Vicki exposes that when she speaks to Lydia later on. So
Oh, it's so good. We're in for so much good
We
stuff. It's
are.
going to be amazing. So Vicki, we see Vicki go to visit Brianna, which we all are like, she's basically a housewife, you know?
Yeah, we need to make Brianna an official housewife.
Yeah, I mean that's been the talk for like seasons, hasn't it? For at least the past 3 seasons, they've been saying, "Is she gonna be?" You know, she basically is. They bring her on almost every episode. She's Vicky's counterpart.
I feel bad for Brianna and those toddlers. Man,
And
I
the
would
husband.
need a big glass of wine after all that.
Girl, yes. Now her husband Ryan is still in Oklahoma, and she's talking about how hard that is. That he's been away this whole entire time. It's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
like at least a year or
You would
something.
think
at this
he'd be
point.
back by now.
I know. And she said something interesting, which I wasn't sure of. She said that he's waiting for his medical retirement. And I'm not sure what that is. If anybody out there is familiar with, maybe it's a military term or
Siri,
something.
medical retirement.
Yeah, medical retirement. Like, was he injured maybe, you know, like in the field or something,
knows?
and he's retiring from, I'm not sure.
It might be a loophole to get out of being in the military. I know people kind of do that. They get
Yeah.
married or
if you
Who
guys
knows?
know, and
I
you've
really
ever
don't know.
watched
Please let us
it,
know, yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
let us know in the
we
comment
all
box.
were not sure.
we're not pretending to know anything about the military. So
No, we're not. And she And she didn't elaborate, which made me think like, oh, is that, maybe it's kind of maybe it is their way to get Ryan out. But regardless, I'd like to know
We
what
need
it
him
is.
out. She needs help, clearly.
Yeah.
She really does. I mean, Daddy Vicki can only go so far. I think.
That's true. I love Grandma Vicki. Don't you guys
Yeah,
love Grandma
I love
Vicki?
her.
I love the side that she shows when she talks about the kids, or talks about Troy. She loves her grandchildren.
And I love the fact that she loves it because she's so quick to get caught up in her work and everybody needs to work. Get back to
Yeah.
work,
Yeah.
But the fact that she'll let that guard down for a little while to spend time with her grandkids is very sweet and wants
love
to help
Vicki.
out. Yeah.
She always, when I was watching and when they reintroduced her, I was like, she always has something like going on and like giving. It's like this season is her insurance, and like there's always a storyline that's going on with her. And some women that come back, there's not much to talk about. And
She's
with
very
Vicki,
self-sufficient.
There's always something to talk about.
Yeah.
It's like, you start the premiere off, I had no idea what to expect. And of course you're building something. Of course your brand has expanded. Of course,
Right.
what do you expect
Of
from
course,
Vicki?
there's a new man.
Bigger and
Of course
better.
there's a new man,
Always
yeah.
on the move.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go Vicki.
Go Vicki. Big and grand and large. Wasn't that one of her things? I don't know if it was a tagline, but she said that at some point. She's always got to have
Everybody
the big
else,
grand
it's
things
just a
going on.
copy.
Right?
I remember her
in that
tagline.
fabulous house. So she has a moment with Lydia too. They go out to lunch. They're just beginning to get the group lunches going, like Tamra and Lydia had the moment where they're like, let's all go out to lunch. That has yet to be planned, but we did see Vicki with Lydia and they were kind of catching up. Vicki was cracking me up the way she was talking about Lydia.
Yeah.
Lydia,
Disneyland all day.
Disneyland all day.
She is kind of Disney.
She is
Yeah.
she is very Disney.
She's an acquired taste.
That's a very spot on
I don't
thing.
think I've acquired that taste yet.
No, but the fact that she enjoys hanging out with Lydia more than any of the other like soul-sucking women, or what did she say? She said something funny about how they want to suck the joy away from her, and at least Lydia doesn't want to do that. So I'll give her that.
Yeah, but perfect to have a middle person to see both perspectives, and it won't be hard to film because you're gonna want to know your side. I'm gonna want to know your side. She's just the perfect. It was just worked out for her.
Yes.
She got
Absolutely.
lucky.
And I like how Lydia straight up asked Vicki, like, you're kind of at the source of all this controversy about the Eddie rumors.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, as we saw Vicki attacked for her situation, it's almost like she is just trying to get back at
It's tit for
somebody.
tat.
Totally tit for tat. So she's like, let me attack Eddie
Which
for
is a
some
very
unknown
common
reason.
Housewives ammo.
Right. But it's like,
It's in the
so,
strategy section, page
always
87.
is.
Uh-huh,
But they
right?
never can admit to that strategy. That's the one
No.
strategy they're always like, no, I would never.
No.
Yeah.
But I feel like to
you would.
viewers, I mean, let me know if you guys feel the same way. I feel like it's transparent. It's like she's grasping at straws to just be like, let's put something else on somebody else, you know?
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's the very Vicki way.
Very Vicki. Very, very Vicki. So, let's talk about Vicki's bestie for a minute, Kelly. Kelly's back in full effect this season.
Yes.
We see
Is
her, being besties with Vicki right at the beginning. And then we kind of see a little glimpse of her at her home. We see her mother.
Shout out to
course.
Kelly's mom's hair.
Shout out to Kelly's mama's
Yes.
hair.
I was telling them earlier that I got like a Nene Leakes vibe when she had the short and the bangs.
And that like
That's
grassy
what that
color.
looked like. Yeah.
It was messy.
Yeah. But she's so sweet and she's
She
so
is
supportive
sweet.
of Kelly.
Yeah.
And it was adorable kind of seeing their bonding moment where she's like, Mom, don't you want someone? Don't you want
Mom's
to meet
like, "No."
someone? She's like, girl, I'm over that.
Yeah.
I've
She's
been
probably
married
like,
for 30
I watch
years, I'm
you and
over
Michael
that.
all the time. You think I want to do that? I don't want to be in a marriage.
Right. She did her time.
She did.
She's just being a lady of leisure now. I kind of don't blame her. She didn't have to answer to anybody.
And the next episode, we see Kelly and Michael again, and we see that
They made it through that
hasn't
little
changed that.
patch. Yeah, I know, but they're still holding strong.
Still bickering.
And it's still hot and cold.
Yeah.
I think they have their good days and I think they have their bad days. Kelly historically tried to escape a couple seasons ago.
Yeah.
Michael wouldn't let her, or at least to her level of satisfaction, he wouldn't let her.
Yeah, he seems like he's crazy. Crazy.
You might not be alone in that thought. You might not be alone in that thought. Kelly may agree.
Well, that little snippet of like the car thing in the next episode, someone did that to me once. I was in a car where they just went through the intersection to be funny.
Oh,
And I'm like, you
gosh.
can't
Almost got you
do that.
killed.
So I can understand her frustration with him sometimes. Sometimes he does act like a child, but we'll see more.
We'll see more. Very true. We will see more. And Megan is back.
Megan is back.
Megan is back. I thought for a very long time, I feel like her confirmation of being back this season was delayed. I felt like for a while we didn't know if she was going to be back. I didn't even think she was going to be back for a while. She is back. How do you feel about her being back and now with the baby and just the whole dynamic?
I actually, you know, the season where she just got on the show, when she was causing all that trouble and doing all the research, like, it was interesting to see that side lives in you. But now that she has a daughter, or like last season when she was just having the baby, and now to have a daughter, you're seeing 3 facets of her. I'm gonna give her a chance this season. She didn't give me too much last season because she was pregnant, she was going through her fertility. This season, being a mom, we're seeing a few meltdowns with the housewives kind of picking on her motherhood, but it'll be interesting to see like who she clicks with, because there's only like the cliques are so tight now that it's like, okay, so who do you belong to, and who's gonna claim you as like somebody that they want under their wing? So,
and if anything changes now,
she's a new mom, so I think like attacking her motherhood is going to be very easy just because she's a new mom. But what I'm interested is seeing Megan and Jim's relationship, how that's going to play out, because I have certain opinions about their relationship. You know, it's just, I mean, to be frank, I think he hates her.
Ooh. And especially with the last few seasons, I mean, he really has been
it was
serving
really cute
that.
This season, though. This episode, to see him with the baby,
I was
loving it.
Episode.
Loving it.
Yeah.
I was shocked at his involvement. Like, I don't know if he was playing it up for the cameras or not, but I mean, he was adorable. He was
so
involved.
cute.
He was holding the baby. He changed it. He seemed very invested, at least in the baby, which...
We might give Megan
That's
a second
great.
chance. We might give her a second chance.
Yeah, and the baby always amps up your relationship, especially in the very, very beginning.
It brings you
And
closer.
they both wanted it. And when Megan found out that she was going to have the second baby, you could tell that Jim really wanted it. So it's going to be interesting to see how their relationship plays out.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, and especially the topic of her motherhood, because I know that she had wanted children for a long time. She really took to the mothering role of Jim's children very quickly, and that was a source of contention when she was first introduced.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Because she was trying to be like, I'm a mother too. And then all the other
They're like,
biological
"No,
mothers
you're
were like,
not."
no, you're not. And it was a whole thing.
Is it weird that I felt like she wasn't going to have it? Like, I thought she was going to go through the treatment and not have it. So to see her, was kind of holding that in last season.
Money buys everything.
I wanted the best for her, but like and now that she has it, I'm so happy for her. Even though she only had one and she wanted two, it's like there's a lot of women out there that would love to have just one.
Yep.
So the fact that treatment and all the hell that she went through last season, I'm happy that. So I'm fine with Megan, to your root question.
And they showed her little progress. They showed like the clips of last season of her in vitro injections and everything.
painful.
It does look. I'm happy for Megan. I'm glad that she has a beautiful, healthy baby Aspen.
That baby is adorable.
Super cute.
Oh, Megan.
And the dog is even
Adorable baby.
cuter. How cute is the dog?
She's
Clearly,
surrounded
I'm a
by
dog
cute.
person.
Yeah.
That dog is super cute.
Super cute.
Loving the
and
dogs
cute
this
baby.
season.
Yes, yes.
Give us more dogs.
So that's yes, I agree. Yes, so I think that's everyone. I mean, just touching on Peggy, I know she's coming up, and we better see more of her next season.
I'm sure we will.
Next episode. I just really wanted at least a touch, a sample, a something of
What
her.
do we know about her? What do we know about her?
I feel like I know nothing. All I've seen her talk about was it doesn't suck to be her or something. 21 carats of a necklace or something she's given. I mean, you know, she's right. It probably doesn't suck to be her, but that's all I know.
Well, later on in the season, we see Gretchen, which is kind of like what they did with Housewives of New York, because the panel that we do, we were waiting for Jill Zarin to come back.
That's right.
Jill.
Yeah, and when she actually showed up, they didn't give us too much. So I'm
I know,
hoping
it was
with
kinda
Gretchen,
disappointing.
I'm hoping with Gretchen we get a little wider story, because they would have brought her back on the show, but she doesn't vibe with either Vicki or Tamra, so it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so sometimes when you're on these shows, when it gets too toxic, you actually like exit yourself.
Phaedra.
Like you feel, yeah, exactly. She's like a prime example. Yeah, but I can't wait for Atlanta.
Oh, I just love all the housewives.
I know, right?
We could do
Everything.
this all day.
Just
Oh my god, we
fans.
do.
Yeah.
We do, and we love it. So let's talk about, of course, with the premieres, we get hit with a little, synopsis of what the whole season is going to bring us.
Oh, it was good,
It's
wasn't
a
it?
lot
That's my
going on.
favorite
Yeah.
part, actually, is in the beginning when they preview the whole season.
Yes.
My favorite part.
Yes.
And I already have a favorite line that Vicki says.
Oh, tell us.
Bring it up again and I'm going ballistic. How amazing was that? I
This
don't
whole-
know what it was about.
This whole season is going to be very nuclear. I mean, we're
Oh,
talking about
God.
nukes. We're talking about ballistics.
I know, I heard the word
I mean,
nuke.
ladies. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Freaking Kelly.
I mean, it's like next level. This whole season. Yeah, and so next week, we get our intro to Peggy, and we see the Shannon Lydia face off.
Yes.
Oh,
At
yeah.
what looked like a kid party.
She's like, your mom said I had a light in me. You need to talk to her. And she's like, she also said you were a lost soul.
Yeah. Oh, that was a fantastic reenactment.
She's quick with
I
her
like
reads.
That was great.
You can tell Lydia has had some practicing time to get her reads and all her shade ready
Okay.
for this.
I mean,
Coming back strong.
Yeah.
right. And I'm excited for next week to talk
too.
more about this and see what really led up to it. But I mean, if Lydia and Shannon really just met, because Lydia said that she only met her 5 minutes ago. If they really just met, and that's what she said, that's what Shannon is saying. Like, I don't know. If things are not true, why does Shannon get so upset? It bothers me.
Yeah.
What looks like happening is Tamra, Vicki. Oh no, well, I feel like Shannon's outnumbered this season. That's what I meant to say. Shannon is outnumbered this season, and I feel like you can see it in her face that she's kind of lost the alliance with Heather leaving. And Megan being busy. In Shannon's eyes, and in my eyes, looking at Shannon, I feel like she feels like she's outnumbered in the show. Because,
Interesting.
as the teams start forming, when you don't have that extra spot anymore, you become this like outside person. So it's going to be interesting to see who she clicks with. Megan.
You're right.
Like whoever's left, I don't know. We'll
Also,
see.
if your foundation isn't strong,
Yeah.
you can't survive out there, especially in the land of Housewives.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, she just
It's
said
a vicious world.
she said her and
Vicious.
David were distant ever since the reunion. That actually kind of hurts my soul.
I know.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Who would
'cause
have
they
ever
went through
guessed?
so much, and they built it up so high,
They
and the
did.
vow renewal and all the stuff.
It must have been really hard to overcome something like that, We've
I mean, we
seen
don't
other
know. We'll see
families.
how it goes.
We'll see. Exactly. We'll see. Maybe let's do a couple predictions real quick. Do you guys have any other things you want to add to
I'm
the
just
season?
excited we're back.
This was very introductory. This episode, like,
introductory.
we didn't get a lot of meat yet. Not a lot happened. Next episode's gonna kick it off. I feel it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
For all of our diehard fans that watch this after show, please leave us a lot of comments so we can see what we
Tweet
can follow
us.
along with you and see what everybody else thinks.
Absolutely. Yes. Let us know what you think of Lydia being brought back. I'd love to know. These repeats and who left and who came back and all of that. We'd love to know.
All that good
okay.
stuff.
So what do we think? Just for next episode, maybe from the little synopsis that we saw.
That party. What's that party?
I
I don't know.
like a
I
kids
felt like
party?
it was a kiddie party, but I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
There
It's
was
not
like
like
a
a
lot
moon
of
bouncer in the back.
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
I don't know.
Maybe one of Lydia's kids. Maybe since
Yeah.
she's the moderator, she
Exactly.
brought everyone to
yes,
her.
That's exactly what it is.
I'm thinking the argument was probably Lydia bringing up, like, defending Vicki at
Oh, because she
some
went to
point.
lunch with her.
Yeah, I think Shannon is probably feeling like she kind of sees what's happening this season and seeing Lydia's brought on to kind of vouch for Vicki, and that might be a threat to Shannon.
Which is funny because she said something about reminding me of Vicki, which seemed like an insult.
Yeah,
But she's friends with Vicki, so maybe it wasn't an insult.
yeah. I think anything Vicki related, Shannon. I felt like Shannon tried really hard last season to get people to not vibe with Vicki.
Yeah.
And that totally didn't work.
Then
Like,
get off my show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't work out. She didn't have enough ammo to get everybody on her side. That
Right.
now this season,
To not get along with Vicki and Kelly.
yeah,
She was railing hard against
Well, they're
Vicki
still
and
bringing up the
Kelly.
van. They're still bringing up the van of last season.
I don't blame them. It was kind of major what happened on the
Oh,
van.
that van ride in the dark with the
And Tamara and the
What's it
screaming.
called?
Night
Those-
vision.
Yes, those night vision. That
And
night
green.
vision.
Everyone
Oh.
was green.
yeah. That was
Tamara's like, I can't see you, but I'm gonna get as close to your face as I can and yell.
Because just to flashback to
Exactly.
last season, season 11, Vicki was on the outs and she needed Kelly to be her friend. This season, all of a sudden, they're popular girls and everybody else just wants to be like them. So the tables turn real quick in Housewives.
They do.
Right.
Yeah.
Vicky last season, she had almost like a vulnerability aspect to her. Like when she was talking to Tamara on the beach, and she was like, "I just want my friend back. Like I want us to be how it was." Like you could tell she just wanted someone to be her ride or die,
Right.
because it was usually Tamara.
Right.
So it kind of replaced with Kelly.
Yes.
But this season, it feels like Vicky's like, you know what? Too much stuff has gone down. If you guys aren't nice to me, I'm taking the gloves off again. Mention it again, and I'm going ballistic.
Yes, yes.
And
yes.
to Kodo Insurance to fix
Right?
her new office.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know what I think is always going to hold Vicki and Tamara together like forever, which is just kind of dumb. is Brianna.
Right.
There's always that middle person that's going to hold it together.
That's exactly what I think, too. I think that Vicki and Tamra will have a coming together at some point. Even if they're not best friends, I think they'll mend it to some degree. For that exact same reason. Vicki and Shannon, maybe not so much.
I've done way too many Atlanta references, and we're not even in Atlanta, but it's like the Nene and Kim Zolciak. It's like they hate each other, they love each other. And they're now.
But no matter what, the fans want them together.
Exactly.
So much.
And we want Tamra and Vicki together. But it's kind of nice that we like just see them like scoot in, scoot out.
Right?
And
like the dance around it. Yeah. That's what keeps us watching.
We do the dance with them, and then we switch sides, and then we come together.
But it's different this season because now Eddie's kind of like putting his foot down, and Eddie's like, well, you heard Tamra. She said that Eddie said that she was trash.
Yes.
You know, Vicki's not going to stand for that.
True.
Well, I mean, and these women, well, Vicki specifically, I don't know truly if the other women are joining in at this point, but Vicki specifically is like trying to bring down Eddie.
Why?
And why? And that's got to be obnoxious for Eddie. Like, of course,
I'm sure it is.
Of course, it's not true, and you know, whatever. But it's irritating to have this person like nagging on your, you know, whatever reputation, your life, your stuff. And
he always has the most practical views.
Yeah.
So when you come at someone like that, they're like, I don't have time for this. I have a real life. I run a gym.
Yeah.
Like, I have a family.
Yes.
Let's hope every husband that comes on, especially Peggy's husband, is prepared for being dragged down the mud, because we've seen every house husband go. You think this show is just about the women? Oh,
it's
not.
Yeah.
They will find something about you. It'll run through Us Weekly and all the tabloids. It's just really a crazy thing. So maybe we're crazy that we love it so much.
I know.
Right?
And you know what's funny too is I love a husband to be involved, but not too much.
Exactly.
I knew you were gonna say
Not
that.
too much. I want you there. I want to see you. I want to see you supporting your wife.
Yeah.
But I don't want you yelling at any other wives.
Don't get involved in the
I don't want you
arguments,
involved.
No.
No. None of that.
Peter
Like,
Thomas learned the hard way.
He did.
Atlanta
none of that.
reference.
Yes, none of that. I don't like any
Orange
of that.
is just for women this season.
Yes. Yes. Like, be there, stand behind, observe.
Yeah.
But don't get too involved.
Yeah.
Don't get too
When
involved.
production leaves, then you guys have
You'll
that
get burned.
conversation.
Yeah. Exactly.
You will get burned.
Exactly.
Which husband are you excited to see the most of this season?
Ooh. Well, I mean, I've got to say I'm interested to see Peggy's husband. I know we don't know him, and that's not really a fair, you know, answer. But I want to see how he's going to react to all these women. I mean, you're so right. It's fascinating to see how these husbands interact in a situation like this.
Vicki's new guy.
Are you going to say that? Was that your answer?
Yeah, but he's not technically like a husband, but I was still going to bring him up anyway.
He's playing the
that
role.
was who I was thinking. Yeah. I'm excited to see like where Steven and Vicki go, because like I love the hopeless romantic side of Vicki. That's why I feel like I connect with her. So I feel like seeing her go through this new transformation, it's gonna be interesting to see if they get engaged.
Yeah.
She's 54, and I get it. I was listening to you guys say like, you know, when you get older, like who cares anymore? But I love that Vicki is always trying to fill up her love tank no matter what, and her true success and true like.
And even
love
Brianna is like, when you gonna do it?
Yeah, Vicki hasn't even talked about getting married. It's everybody else around them. I'm like, guys, leave
Like,
them
hold
alone.
up. What's the rush?
Yeah.
Totally.
Let them bring it up themselves.
Totally.
But yeah, I am
Who
excited.
else?
Even though he's kind of like a crazy mess, Michael.
We
We all love a hot mess.
And especially because we ended on kind of a high note last season, you know.
And then they were gonna work it out.
Exactly. They were kind of rekindling. Things were getting better, and we were like feeling hopeful, and it was good. So
And they almost just died in that scene.
but you have your moments, you know. You have your moments.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would be fascinating to see this season 2, to just see how we ended this season, you know? At the beginning of last season, they were like, it wasn't looking good. They
I
almost
wonder
weren't
how
going to
much
make
of
it.
that bickering translate into the bedroom, because they like bicker a lot, and I could see, like, I could just see that that's his natural state, is like always messing with her and pushing her.
buttons. Yeah.
So I wonder if she's kind of like, oh, I'm tired of you. Take me away. Take me to the bedroom. I'm
me
done being
away.
mad at you.
Yes. Well, you know, maybe that's how they've stayed together this whole time.
You never know.
We will find out in the season to come. I'm excited. I know we just kicked it off just a taste of what all these women are going to bring. It's going to be good.
I'm excited.
Yes. Okay, good. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight for the premiere of season 12. Can you believe it? 12 seasons. My goodness. I have been your host, Blake V. You can find me on all the social medias at Blake V Media, or on the blog at blakev.com, or hit me up for any of your yoga needs, expertise. I can hit you up with some info.
I need some yoga.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Thomas Orlina. I worked really hard to put out my YouTube series. It's called Your Time with Thomas. If you don't live in LA, I'm gonna take you around LA. We might even go somewhere else. So make sure to watch it on YouTube after this YouTube show. It's called Your Time with Thomas. I'm Thomas Orlina.
Hey AfterBuzzers, I'm the new kid on the block, so make sure to check me out. See what I'm up to, see what I'm tweeting. You'll see me next week at Hollywood Leon on all social media platforms.
Excellent. See all of you guys next week. Thanks.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.